So, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. K-Rino showing all you suckers how South Park go. What's up, man? Blessed and honored to be with y'all on this Friday night. Um, to give y'all some, I won't say news, but some info that hopefully we can use and hopefully can make all of us better. Because at the end of the day, like I say all the time, even in my music, the things that I say are not 100% just directed at those who are listening. The things that I say are also directed at myself. There are principles that I speak on that I'm still striving to live up to as a person. So when you write these songs, you writing those songs as a method of therapy to bounce those principles off yourself. You send them out like a boomerang and hope they come back. And you listen, because when you listen back, I listen back to my music, it's like I'm not the one talking. It's like somebody else is talking to me, especially if I go a long time without hearing it. But I'm glad to see y'all coming in slowly. Please hit the like button as you step in the dough. As you step in the dough. Yeah, scumbag, do that, man. I see you. Miami, Florida, my brother, man. My brother. You know it ain't nothing but love, man. You already know how it is. Real quick, man, gotta throw a commercial in there, man. If y'all haven't purchased my new album, A Blessing and a Burden, please do so right now. Please go to southparkcoalition.net or to go to any of the digital sites and get the album right now. This is my latest project. It's probably about a month old, and go get it right now. Support the underground. Support the underground, man. This is what we on tonight. We're discussing the mistake that we make as people. My topics are not condemning in any way. My topics are not to demean or degrade or try to put anybody down or embarrass anybody that may be doing this. My topics are set to, again, bounce off principles, to bring to light some kind of understanding that can make us better. That's the goal, is to try to make all of us better, including myself. So we're talking about people who would rather shine now but struggle later. And I have to clarify that. I got to bring some clarity to that topic to make everybody understand what it really means to me, because y'all may get it or y'all might misinterpret and feel like I'm speaking on something else. I'm speaking in terms of being negligent, being unwise with our finances. And if a situation comes about where you come into some money, you come into a fortune, a small fortune, or you hit a lick. And when I say hit a lick, I ain't talking about nothing illegal, but if that's how you hit your lick, that's on you. And instead of taking time to sit down to make a determination what you want to do with that money, your first thought is to go out and figure out how you can blow it, figure out what you can spend it on, and the things that you go out to spend it on are not things that you necessarily need in that moment. They are things that you want. So you want to shine in that moment, but you're not looking ahead to a time where the proper utilization of those finances will benefit you more down the line if you use them the right way. I hope y'all feel where your big brother is coming from. Please hit the like button as y'all come in. So a lot of people we see this every year when it comes to, I'm keeping it hood. So I'm just letting y'all know right now. We'll get into bigger stuff later, but I got to keep it hood to keep it on our level so we'll really feel and be able to spank ourselves or slap ourselves on the hand A lot of us every year, you see the situation. Hey man, when it comes around time, income tax time, everybody is lit up. They ready to roll. They ready to go. And it's different levels. You might get 3,000 back. You might get 4,800 back. You might have got 6,000 back. Somebody else, y'all done claimed some kids. Your sister's children, you got 5,800 back. Things happen to where different amounts come in, but this is a even on a small level, this is a money boost pushing you into the new year, and whenever it comes for you, right? And let me shout out to my people real quick that's showing me some love. DJ Crystal Clear. Would I do a versus battle with anyone? Nah, that's not my thing. I talked about that on the last time I did a live. That's not my thing. I do one against myself. How about that? And Tina P, the OG. Words can't describe. Tina P, much love. You already know what it is. You already know. You already know what time it is. KO, I see you in there. I see you in here, KO. I'm waiting till more people come in so we can give you a salute. But I seen you in here when you first popped in. So what I'm saying is that a lot of people, they get their income tax, and we see it every year. And y'all can put it in the chat. Y'all can answer this. This is not rhetorical. Y'all can answer the question. What do people do with their income tax money every year? My answer is, for the most part, blow it. Y'all can phrase it however y'all want to phrase it. But we see this every year. And some people may get a car. That's fine. Yeah, something that is a necessity. But a lot of times we take that money and we just squander it. We just mess it off. And we do it in a matter of days or minutes in some cases. I know people that have blown their whole income tax in one day. Now, income tax is a thing. In this climate we're in now, the stimulus is a thing, because a lot of people got 1, 2, 3. How many stimulus checks did they give out? How many stimulus checks did they give out? Was it 2 or was it 3? How many have come out? Whatever the case might be, somebody say jack it off and buy TVs. 3 stimulus checks. All right, Tina. 3 stimulus checks. And while it's not a lot of money in the grand scheme, while it's not just some grand, wonderful governmental gesture that we try to make it out to be, it is a situation where that money can be used for, at the very least, to catch up on a few bills. At the very least, knock off a month or 2 of rent. At the very least, pay off some stuff, get some groceries, maybe get a car if you're in need of one. Just necessities. But we've seen so many people going on vacations that they don't have to go on. We see so many people popping bottles. We see so many people financing their habits on a high scale. And just like the income tax check, before you know it, that money is gone. And what happens is, which contributes to why the topic is titled the way it is, you always know when it's that season, because you start seeing everybody flexing and all that on social media. People on social media with money in their hand, with their money fan in their hand. People on social media in different locations, making themselves appear to be boss-like with stimulus money, with income tax money, but whatever the case. People, again, on vacations that they truly, literally can't afford to be on. People on cruises. So you shining now. You giving that appearance that I'm shining. I'm balling out. I'm looking, look at me. I'm I'm that dude. I'm that female. But in the back of your mind, you are fully aware that this is not a consistent flow of income. It's not a consistent flow of income. It's in the moment lick that when that lick is gone, it ain't no more coming. Unless, boom, what happens? They throw you a bone and here come the next one. Oh, they sending out another stimulus, boy. Girl, they got another stimulus coming out. This time, all the children get money. Everybody get, so households putting in $4,000, $5,000. So to not even learn from the first one, to not even learn from the second one, you blow right through the third one the same way. What's the definition of insanity, man? According to what they say. See? So then we got to fast forward the clock. Fast forward the clock to when the income tax money is gone, the stimulus money is gone, the 1,500 you hit on the scratch off is gone. The lick that you made when you flipped the little whatever is gone. When all that's gone, now you find yourself looking at bills, trying to figure out how you're going to pay them. This is a form of sickness. Now, let me put this out there real quick. I ain't no financial advisor. I don't want y'all up here thinking like I'm trying to talk like I'm some kind of financial advisor, but on the most basic level of human understanding, a grown person should know how to properly budget money. You ain't playing with no millions of dollars. You ain't playing with no big figures like that. The amounts that the average American is bringing in should be easy to budget, unless you are just neglecting to do so, or you are ignorantly, intentionally living beyond your means. Hit the like button for me, y'all. Ignorantly or intentionally living beyond your means. And the first thing that we do, once that money is gone, we fall into a deep regret, a deep depression, because you think about the total amount that you had, keyword had, and now you're looking at what's in front of you that you have to pay out. Now, had you taken the time to say, well, wait a minute, my total accumulation over the past 4 or 5 months, since all this been going on, or whatever the case may be, I personally have poured in about 10 racks, right? You say, man, I poured in 10 racks. I could have paid up rent for 3 months. I could have caught up on some other things. I could have got this fixed. I had something wrong with the car. I could have got this other little things that may have knocked a significant hole in your total amount of money that you had. It may have took you from 10 to 3. But guess what? Just an old school mentality. And I'm gonna get into a deeper principle now, so just follow me real quick. An old school mentality is one that I grew up hearing people say, and I still hear people say to this day that think like this. People that would say, well, I ain't got no money, but I'm comfortable because all my bills are paid. I don't owe nobody, right? Now, please do not make the mistake. I'm going to say that again. Please do not make the mistake of thinking that I'm saying, hey, man, you should just settle for the base level of long as you got your bills paid. No, that's not what I'm saying. You should strive to be increasing your wealth as much as you can, as often as you can. But I'm saying in the moment, in the meantime, if you are in that situation where you're not there yet, but you are receiving monetary bumps here and there, you getting some bread here and there, you have to wisely use that money. Sometimes it hurts to have to come up on $500, and it's something that is necessary for you to pay. That's gonna take $450 of that. Who all been in that situation before? Everybody has been in a situation where it's like, you know what, man, this what I'm getting ready to do, man, boom, I done hit on 500. I done hit on 1,000. But as soon as you hit on that 500 or 1,000, whatever amount it is, an expense comes up that magically takes 90% of it, half of it. Miss Lady say that's life. It happens. So, but here's my theory on that. Because one of my homies, me and my homie Greek, we laugh about this all the time. That's actually a blessing to you, because we'll get frustrated soon as you make some money, something comes along that takes the money. Like it's as if it knew you just made that money. Y'all can testify. We in the church. Can I get a witness? But the fact of the matter is, I view it, y'all view it how y'all want to view it, but I view it as, hey, look, God shot me a blessing ahead of the expense that I didn't even see coming. See, a grown person knows what bills they have already. You know what you got to pay every month. You grown. You know what you got to pay every month. Okay, I got to pay mortgage, or if you pay rent, I got to pay rent. I got to pay light bill, gas bill, phone bill, groceries, gas, whatever, right? You already know that. But sometimes something comes out of left field that you didn't expect. And it comes right after you hit on something. And you want to hold on to that little bread you just got. But as a man or as a woman, you got to do what you got to do. But far too many times we see people that are very negligent because they have a self-centered, they have a selfish attitude towards the money that I want to splurge. I want to splurge on something for me. Even if it means that, hey man, I know the light bill due. I'll figure that out when I figure that out. And you don't figure it out until you walk in the door one day and flip that switch and don't nothing happen. Y'all hit the like button, man. Let's catch these likes up, man. Let's catch these likes up. If y'all haven't hit the like button, please do so for your big brother right now. We're talking about shining now and then struggling later when you did not have to. Let me give y'all a principle. I want y'all to think about two creatures in nature. One is the squirrel and one is the ant. What's so significant about the squirrel and the ant? You see squirrels all in the summertime. If you're not really paying attention, then all you think the squirrel are doing, they running and playing and chasing each other around the tree and all this good stuff here. But the squirrel stores food throughout the summertime. They store food. They're constantly storing food. Then when the cold times come, the winter time comes, and you don't see the squirrels as much, they dip off and they go to their little spot. They don't have to come out in the cold to look for food because they've already accumulated food throughout the times where they didn't necessarily need to. But they were looking ahead to the time where they knew I ain't gonna be active like that. So let me go ahead on and stack this up. Ants do the same thing. They just gather, take it down in the thing, and then they just chilling. You don't see them for a while. The ants are chilling. See? How is it that an ant and a squirrel seem to show more intelligence than a human? Somebody explain that. See? How is that? How is it that we don't look ahead to a time where if the bread slow down, if the licks slow down, or if they grind to a halt, we don't look ahead. We just, when we get to that moment, we just struggle. But we had time, we had opportunity to put something up, throw something to the side. If you've accumulated that kind of money, man, off these stimulus checks and all this stuff there, man, it would have made so much sense. Even if you don't understand the principles of like investing and all that, everybody into Bitcoin and all, I don't understand all that stuff either. But even if you don't understand the those levels of investing, the most basic understanding is just, okay, I just made $1,000. Let me put 150 of that up. Boom, a little while, oops, man, I just hit on 500. Let me put 100 of that up and start to accumulate it on that level with some discipline. I mean, that's the base level. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. We got a few people in here, so what I want to do right now, man, y'all seen that name, Soul Worthy 713. That is a South Park Coalition OG, way back from 1988. OG KO, man, my brother from another. I'm talking about this, my dude right here, man. I want y'all to give him, we finna get it straight up OG salute, man. Peace signs, power fists, 100s, whatever you got, man. Anything that represents love and respect, because this one of the brothers who I couldn't have done a lot of things I've done without. He's one of the building blocks of the South Park Coalition, man. So y'all shout out to my homie KO right now. He in the building, man. Get that love, get that love. And Duke Togo say Mexicans do the same thing. I mean, now this is a universal principle. EJ the Great is up in here, man. Woo, EJ the Great. Assalamu alaikum, brother Chris. It's a universal principle, man. Look, this principle is not restricted to a particular race or anything. Like it's descriptive of people who are negligent with their money. And a lot of times what happens is this. When you come up either poor, a little bit above poor, just kind of right, maybe in the middle. You wasn't poor. You had you was good. Sometimes there's still things that you didn't grow up having and things that you weren't allowed to get that you saw. You saw other people, other children that had this, had these kind of shoes, had this. Your buddy, he had a car at 16 because his mother and father were able to do that for him. You weren't able to do that. So you start to compensate, overcompensate as an adult for all of the material things that you weren't able to get as a child. See, that's something in your mental. It's not to be disrespectful. It's not to say that you are a ignorant person or that you dumb or that. No, it's just something that is rooted in your past. Like, I never had this. So the first opportunity I get to spend $250 on some tennis shoes, I'm gonna do it. And what we got to understand is that there's context to everything. Everything you do has to be done in proper context. It has to be done in proper season, in the right season. It has to be done, because if you do it out of season, the crops ain't gonna be right. It's not gonna manifest the proper way. So if you are a multi-millionaire who's established yourself, or you're even comfortable, you don't have to have that much money, but you comfortable, then you budgeting and you understand where your flow is coming from. You might say, you know what, I've earned the right and I'm in a position where I can actually comfortably purchase me some $250 tennis shoes. I can get myself some, I can get my son a pair, I can get my daughter a pair, I can get my wife the shoes she wants. However you look at it, because you in that position where you know that that's not gonna break you. That's fine. I got rich friends. I got friends that drive Teslas and G-Wagons, and seriously, they possess those things because they have put themselves in a position financially based on the work they did early on to where they can comfortably afford those things. Nothing wrong with that. But if you live in those apartments that JJ and Thelma and them lived in the Cabrini Green on good times, if you live in the Cabrini Green projects, even though they're not there no more, but you know what I'm talking about, and you trying to get you a 2021 Mercedes Benz, you got it parked outside of the projects, and you mad because somebody breaking in your car and all, it's like, you got it mixed up. You have to prioritize properly, man. So a lot of people don't want to hear this conversation, but we all guilty of it. Break it all the way down to even just small amounts of money. You hit on $75. You was broke in some kind of way, you made $75. You are faced with a decision to say, should I go out to a restaurant and eat? Me and someone else, we go to a restaurant and I end up spending 50 something dollars out there, 75. Or should I say, let's go to the grocery store and make $75 worth of groceries that will last us. I'm just common sense. So we gonna eat. I know some people say, man, you know what, man, I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna eat good tonight. I've done it. But Ken Blunt say noodles like a mug. KO, look, It's been times, man, when we was eating noodles. I mean, when you struggle, man, when you struggle, the one thing about struggling, if you wise, it teaches you how to properly budget. I see you, Angie Wise. It teaches you how to budget. If you wise, if you take the principles from it. If you was going through some things, man, and you had to literally figure out how to make $12 stretch for the week, how to make $30 stretch for the month. That's what's so beautiful about mothers. Mothers have that ability, man. A mother will figure out how to make $1 stretch and do the right thing. Like, man, you know what? Even when the children are like, can we get this candy right here? Can I? Nope. You might not have Oreos. You might have to get the off-brand sandwich cookie. You might have to get the one, you might have to get some Storios. Everybody got 100 of them in the rows. You got you some Storeo cookies. And the children like, oh, you want some more? We want the, nope. Hey, you better eat these Storios, boy. Got to figure it out. Somebody put the noodles on there. You know, in a survival mode, you know, we know certain foods that we shouldn't be eating, but in survival mode, you know, family got to do what they got to do in those moments. But guess what? Just like they do in the jailhouse, trust me, in the hood, we figure out 101 ways to do something with them noodles. Recipes. We went straight gourmet on them noodles. K. Davis say, crazy the sugar we were pumped with when we was, yeah, Kool-Aid and all that stuff, man. I grew up drinking Kool-Aid, Tang. How many of y'all old enough to remember Tang? Y'all don't know about no Tang. You know, nasty Sunny Delight. Yeah. So my point is that when you are in a situation where you have no choice but to figure it out, then guess what? It teaches you how to budget. And when it teaches you how to budget like that, hopefully when you get older, even when you start playing with more money, it's people that make good money. This ain't no po folks discussion that we having right now. I don't want y'all to misconstrue that. I don't want y'all to think, well, he just speaking on some po folks. No, I'm going through the stages. Even when you reach a point where you working with something now, those principles still are instilled in you, because a lot of people are like, you know what? I'm doing good now. But I remember how I came up. I don't ever want to revisit that. That's how some people are. That's how wise people should think. I don't ever want to revisit that. I don't want my children to revisit. I don't want my children to experience some of the hardships that I experienced coming up. People who didn't know where their next meal was coming from. See, that's for some people, that's only one generation removed. There's people right now, I don't care if you in your 30s, that's young to me. But it's people in their 30s that had it that tough growing up to where it's like, man, you know, my family, we didn't know how we was gonna eat. So now they're in a better position. They got a good job, home, family, and they children have never experienced that. They children don't know what it's like to open a refrigerator and ain't nothing in there but the light bulb and some water, maybe a jug of water. Open the refrigerator up, and the light bulb in there looking at you like, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all ever had the light bulb in your refrigerator go out? It seemed like the refrigerator light bulb lasts longer than any light bulb ever. Why do the refrigerator light bulb last so long? I'm just playing. I'm just messing around, man. Dustin said, my wife and I became homeless after Harvey and lived in the bush for 6 months. See, so take a homeless person, take somebody who's been homeless. And I know a few of y'all probably on here have been homeless before. I would imagine that the appreciation would be so great once you get back on your feet after being homeless, that the appreciation would be so great and your eyes would be so wide open that your budgeting skills will be on another level. Now, people end up homeless for different reasons. It's not always because of an ignorance or neglect of handling their money improperly. That's not always the way. Just circumstances come about and things can happen. You might lose a job or something. You know, the fact of the matter is, most people who are working people who live in houses, apartments, who support themselves, pay rent, mortgage, pay bills, most people are only 1 or 2 missed paychecks away from being homeless. Let's be real about it. Most people are like, if something happened and I missed 2 checks, I'm done. So we walk through life, we living on the thread anyway. Which is all the more reason why we have to be wise with whatever it is that we get, that we bring in. We got to pool our resources, work together, try to think of things that can multiply our money besides trying, let's go get this brick. We're going to get this brick and hit this lick. But outside of that, to stay focused on the subject, don't get caught up in the desire to want to look like you doing something that you're not doing, to want to look like you balling in a way that you're not really balling. See, them social media pictures, boy, them social media pictures get people jammed up because everybody don't know that you just faking, that you just you stunting for the gram. Everybody don't know that. You done went to the club and bought 2 $200 bottles of liquor, and that was your car note and a bill. But you wanted those likes. You wanted them clicks. You wanted them comments. Everybody, well, I see you, boy. I see you doing it big. You want to read that, but you're not doing it big. We're not doing it big. We're doing it dumb. You're doing it dumb. People, and again, man, I'm not beating us up. Don't get it twisted. Don't get sensitive. I don't like sensitive people. I don't mean to say I don't like sensitive people. I don't like when people are overly sensitive. If we can't say stuff that need to be said, even if it strikes the nerve, even if it's us getting hit by the rock, and you get sensitive about it, I can't talk to you. Can't do it, man. You got to have tough skin. I got a song called Tough Skin. Go listen to it that I did a few years ago. Don't be sensitive. So if I say something that you might be guilty of, you might have did, don't feel bad about that because I'm saying stuff that I done did. So at the end of the day, I'm just speaking, I'm trying to make us better. And it's foolish to not say what needs to be said. And we got to get it out because friction get the clothes clean. If I take this shirt off and I want to wash it, I don't just submerge it in the water. That's how you wash, that's how friction. So we got to have some kind of friction when we speak to each other sometimes and say the hard things sometimes to clean the shirt. So don't be foolish enough to spend $300 on a flimsy t-shirt when you know you're not balling like that. See? Be wise. I'm not saying be like me, because KO is in the chat. OG KO is in the chat. EJ the Great. Y'all see EJ Rendon. EJ the Great is in the chat. They know me. Dollar Bill is in the chat. They know me. They know I'm the dude. You might see me with some little hulled out warm-up pants and some tennis shoes I've been having since 2017 on. Because I'm comfortable. I'm not going to walk around with $1,000 worth of clothes on when I don't even have $1,000 to my name. That's foolish. I'd rather look like a bum and have a little money in my pocket. That's just me. Hold on, man. See? Air Monarch. See, you know me. And it's not about somebody saying, well, man, no, you just cheap. Nah, that's not what it is. Because I know people who they themselves, they won't look the part, but they got it. Or they won't look the part, but they make sure that their family look the part. He makes sure that his children are clean. He makes sure that his woman is clean. He don't have to, in his mind. Now, if he's into that, that's fine. But some guys like, no, I'm not into that. But I'm going to make sure that I'm not doing it in reverse, where you see some of us who unfortunately have a trifling mentality where they'll be clean as a whistle, but their children looking like bums. That ain't how you do it, man. It's not how you do it. See what y'all talking about, man. Blast Beats. Most of us here are from Houston. We all know the guy who put the $3,000 rims on the $500 car. Man, that's a great example. That's why I rock with y'all, because y'all gonna say something that I didn't think about. The rims cost more than the car. So you shining now, but you struggling later, because when you purchase items that depreciate from the moment you purchase them. If you hit a moment of struggle and you have to sell it, you're gonna take a loss. You're taking a loss. You're not gonna get exactly what you paid for. Man, these some $3,000 rims, bro, but I'll let you get them for $1,200, man. I gotta get some money, man. How many people have done that? KO, yeah, I'm much more wiser with my money now than I was when I was younger. Yeah, we better be. We know a lot of people that are older that are still very unwise with their money. Look, I know people who be up, down, up, down, up, and I'll be like, man, you have gotten so many chances. You done got back on feet 8 times, and you still haven't figured it out. You got all these lifelines, and it's people that can't get one. Come on, man. Roberto say clothes don't make the person makes the clothes. And that's another thing. Good point. Because the things that we put so much value on, we have been programmed to believe that those things are valuable. Some designer puts his name on it, and all of a sudden it costs $1,000. This bag, this little bitty bag, it's $1,000 bag because it say Gucci on it. This shoe costs $250 because it got somebody's name on it. But it only costed $8 to manufacture in a sweatshop. So you making a $240-some profit off a shoe that costs $8, that costs the same as the lesser brand shoe to manufacture. It's just the name on it makes us place value on it. People argue all the time, oh, this polo. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's a polo right here. This is. Who said that's valuable? Who said that's valuable? Then your partner come out with his stuff and you turn your nose up at it. Your partner create a clothing line. He's incurring all of the overhead, all of the costs. He's busting his back trying to make it happen. You look down on that. Everybody went, man, oh, you still trying. We look, this is how we talk to each other. I was talking to my homeboy yesterday about this. Are you still trying to do your little clothing thing, man? You still trying to do your little music? That's how we talk to each other. But soon as the big time rapper come out with his album, oh man, did you hear that? Woo, I gotta go get it. And you're going to get it a lot of times. If you like it, that's cool. But if you're going to get it a lot of times just because you're following a trend, everybody else, the marketing and promotion has been so great that it's like, well, I guess I do need to go get it. And that's cool. Because there's nothing wrong with an artist pushing his project, but make sure you as a consumer that you getting it because that's what you want to get, not because everybody else is getting it. Then when your homeboy that live in your neighborhood, who's nice, he ain't trash, he ain't just somebody just doing, he nice. You want him to give you a CD free. Oh man, you supposed to give me one. Or you don't even take him seriously. Hey man, when your little album coming out? You still working on your little music, huh? How many people talk to y'all like that? How many people have been working on stuff? It ain't gotta be anything, and somebody has said that to them. You still working on your little project, huh? Yeah, I see. Heard your little song came out. Like, why my stuff gotta be little? What you mean little? My CD the same size as anybody else's that's out. It's the same size. Like, you acting like my CD, like everybody else's CD is this size, and my CD is this little or something. I need a special CD player to put mine in. We gotta stop doing each other like that. Build each other up the same way. We put value on what we are programmed to put value on. So your friends, his shirt comes out. His material is nice. Like, man, it's some good material. Man, you know how many people have given me shirts? Because you know all I wear is t-shirts. But people always give me t-shirts. And people give me shirts, just regular cats in the hood. And the shirt quality is so good. It's like, man, these shirts are thick. The lettering, however they apply the lettering on it. I'm wearing one of my homeboy shirts right now. The lettering is on there good. You wash it 82 times, it's still, like, man, this shirt's still holding. That's why y'all see me wearing the same shirts all the time. Because they good shirts. But I went to the store and spent $30 on a t-shirt before. Be out of town and ain't got no clothes, man. I got to get a shirt for the show tonight. Me running this play, spend $40 on a shirt, and the shirt flimsy. But it got Nike on it. See, this is how we think. We got to reverse that. I mean, we do each other bad, man. We do each other bad. Like crazy. Hey man, you know your boy got a show tonight. Man, I ain't going to see him. Man, I gotta work tomorrow. But such and such coming to town. He was on VH1. He won a Grammy. He coming to town. You in a line, you in a 2-mile line. Waiting. Move up a little bit. Yeah, how many tickets, sir? Yeah, I'm getting 2 tickets. That'll be $300. How much is parking? Oh, that'll be another $30. Getting there. Baby, you hungry? Go to the concession stand. Oh, that'll be another $40. Ooh, he got t-shirts. He got merch. That'll be another $100. You done spent $500. But you can't get your homeboy $20 for his shirt. 20, man, you want $20 for that shirt? When I tell a lie, stop me. First lie I tell, please stop me. We wired up backwards. Our wires, the one that's supposed to go here is over here. And the one that's supposed to be over is crisscrossed in our brain. And that's why we rather shine today and struggle later. Because now you've paid $500 to go to this concert. And what do you do? What did you do at the concert? Yeah, we healed. Y'all see us, we healed. That's all you wanted to do. I went to a Rockets game one year, and I had some all right seats. I had some all right seats because I can't see. I'm blind as a fruit bat. So if I go to a basketball game, if I go see the Rockets or something, I have to make sure that I purchase decent seats so I can actually see and enjoy the game. But again, I'm not gonna go and get seats like that out of season. I got to make sure, okay, yeah, I can get these seats right now. I'm in a position where I can do that. But one time I was at a Rockets game and I had decent seats, but a couple of rows down from me, it was two ladies. And these ladies talked through the whole game. The game is going on out here. They're like this, just the whole game, not paying any attention to the game. So my thought process is like, why are you here? I only dwelled on it for a little bit because I was enjoying the game, but it just crossed my mind like, so either you just here to just flash and just showboat, you don't even seem to care about the game. When the game got critical and everybody's standing up, they looking like, well, why is everybody standing up? I guess we'll stand up too. It's like, man, y'all could have gave them seats to a less fortunate basketball fan who really would have appreciated them seats. I was good, Dollar Bill. They was only like, I was here and they was only like right here. That's why it wouldn't have made a difference. But I was just like, the motive, just the reasoning, like, did somebody give you these? Did you get these at your job? Or because, like I say, somebody else would have appreciated those. You don't want to go, man, But let's focus on looking down the line. That's what this title is about. The title is basically about utilizing the ability to say in the moment, man, I got $5,000 on me right now. I got $5,000. Don't immediately thrust your mind into, what can I go blow this $5,000 on? No. Figure out how to use that $5,000 wisely. And most people will say, well, man, there's investments that you can do. Yeah, I guess that's true, but that's fine. But even if not, pay some bills. Put yourself in a position where if down the line you hit a rough spot, you've already kind of caught up or got ahead to where you can make it through the rough spot. Shine now, struggle later. But sometimes you gotta reverse it. And it's not necessarily meaning you struggling now and shining later. It may not be the case. It's just the fact that you are covering your bases now so that you can breathe possibly later. Let me see what y'all talking about, man. Julie says down payment on a house. Load of Truth said people investing in crypto. What y'all think about that? The good old boys. I might not be the longest active, but I'm up there. EJ just hit the nail on the head. Your statement just hit the nail on the head, EJ the Great. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready. But it hurts to come off of it when it hurts to come off of chunks of money at times when you feel that it's not totally necessary. But it is necessary. You just don't think it is because, well, hey, man, my rent paid this month. So in your mind, like, why should I just, oh, man, I just can't see myself doing that. But you can see yourself going to the strip club. You done spent $400 on cinnamon. You done went to the strip club with $500 and cinnamon got 4 of it. Diamond got the other 100. Diamond got the other 100. Cinnamon got 400. You like Cinnamon more than you like Diamond, so you shot Diamond, but Cinnamon got 4. Then you come home and you're like, hey. Or as soon as you get home the next day, oh man, oh man, unexpected expense. You cannot get a refund from Cinnamon. She is not going to give you a refund. You cannot go to Diamond and say, hey, Diamond, we had a good time that night. It was great and all that, but my starter just went out. I mean, is it any way? I mean, like, Diamond gonna be like, hey, man, all sales are final. See? You done went out and bought a bunch of dope. You done spent all this money on dope. Then an unexpected expense comes up. Your baby gets sick. Something that really needs to be taken care of. Can't go back to the dope man and say, hey man, that 300. All sales are final. See? You're gonna move past Diamond and Cinnamon, y'all. Lester Smith says some people buy a pound of weed trying to flip it, but end up smoking all their profit. Don't get high on your own supply. Yeah, all of these, man, we talking real right now, y'all. These kinds of situations. Mismanagement. That's all it is. It's just a mismanagement of money. Because we want to do the things we've never done, or we want to have the things we've never had, but we're getting it out of season. Timing is everything. Timing is everything, man. Let me know where y'all located at, man. Drop your locations for your big brother. Know I like to show love. LaLawrence said delayed gratification. Crow man up in this thing, man. Hold on, man. I missed somebody showed me some love a while back, man. Let me go back. See if I can find it. There it is. Crow man 84. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the donation, man. Nah, man. It's I don't get on here for the money and the donations. I don't get on here for that. So I appreciate y'all, when y'all drop a little something on your big brother, but I'll be trying to give y'all this game, these life lessons. Appreciate that, man. You play my music at a party, I bet they be mad, because I don't make dance music. Yeah, let me know where y'all at. Drop your locations. Loco in Atlanta, DJ Rixter in Crockett, Caleb in Dallas. Jovan, what's up? What's up, nephew? In Florida, 666-420 New Zealand. Where you at, Julie? Dollar Bill, G County. Frisco, is that Ajamu Collins? Good old boy in H-Town, yeah. Angie in Oregon. I thought you was in Seattle, Angie. Brother Chris, OKC, my family. Charles in Richmond. Shout all y'all out. Blast Beat in Austin. Q Archangel. Still in that 505 from the 404. Arizona, Lester. Ill Bill in Missoula, Montana. Load of Truth in Daytona. Alex in Virginia Beach. Caleb in Dallas. done in Ventura County, Southern Cali. The Lawrence say right behind Timmy Chan, you right down the street. They slanging them wang dinners. Crowman in Mexico City. I see you, Eric. Vanity has always been a popular vice, unfortunately. As the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan wisely said, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. You are what you practice, not what you believe. That's right. Nothing else to say. I don't try to follow Farrakhan. That's right. Daniel Concha in New Mexico. Roberta, Orange County. A lot of people from Cali. Okay, Angie, I see. Chicago. Yeah, y'all hit the like button if you haven't. Sacktown, Brazil, in H-Town, on the way down. Y'all see Brazil, y'all see Miles Mechanics. If y'all are familiar with the new album, A Blessing and a Burden, go get it. What number is that? Corinne. Number 12. Miles Mechanics. That's her singing, on the way down. I can't do it. Miles Mechanics. And she Miles Mechanics because she will fix your car. When Diamond take your money and your starter don't work the next day, take it to Miles Mechanics and she'll fix it. But you ain't got no money to fix it. I mean, to pay for it. That's right, Crow Man. The media hates Farrakhan, but he tells a lot of truth. The media hates him because he tells the truth. That's all that is. Nan the OG. Yeah. That's right. Number 12, the number of the scientists. So, too many times, man, people have been in situations where they squandered off money. All of us have squandered off money on the front end and had to suffer for it on the back end. Is the shine worth the struggle? Some people will say, yeah. Some people, for that moment, just to have that moment where it looked like I'm the baddest thing smoking, it's worth whatever I got to deal with. See? You ever seen somebody? I'm gonna use a movie as an example. Everybody in here has seen the movie House Party with Kid and Play. If you have not seen House Party, all of your hood privileges, passes, all that is revoked. Turn it in at the nearest hood gas station in your city. The most hoodest gas station, the hoodest corner store in your city. Turn your hood pass in if you ain't seen House Party. But Kid wasn't supposed to go to that party. Daddy told him not to go. But he knew that party was going to be so live that he took the chance and he went anyway. Had the night of his life. He had an adventurous night. But at the end, Robin Harris had that belt whooping his butt all night long. At one point, Robin Harris was whooping him. He say, I'm going to whoop you from now on. Now, that's a whooping. If somebody whoop you from now on, there's no ending to it. But the point I'm making is that he chose to have fun and shine in the moment and suffer the consequences later. We can't think like that, y'all. We can't think like that, man. So move forward on that, man. Move forward on that, y'all. Always try to, whatever amount of money that you make, once you fulfill your obligations, which, you know, for me personally, whatever amount of money I make, there is a portion of that money that I pay to charity, to my spiritual base, because I'm thankful to the God that blessed me with the blessing. So I give that blessing back. Not that you giving the blessing, not that you giving it to God because he don't need it, but you are donating it to a cause that it would be used to make somebody else's life better. See? So don't get caught up in, man, I ain't giving none of them preachers my money. And you have to have the gift of discernment to know which ministers and pastors and preachers and organizations are worthy of your tithes, worthy of your offerings, worthy of your charity, worthy of your donations. You have to be able to distinguish and understand that. Don't just blindly give to people who are gonna misuse it. But even to those who may be doing that unknowingly, your blessing still comes from your Lord, because he is judging your intentions. He's judging your heart. See? So he's not looking at the fact that you gave it to a snake. You got to figure that out. He's looking at the fact, he's looking at how is your mind? What was the condition of your mind and your heart when you gave? And you'll still be blessed for that. But give a portion to that first. Then, you know, you got bills you got to pay. That's an obligation. You have to take care of that, because you'll be sitting in the dark. You'll be sleeping under the freeway. So you have to do that. But also make a way to pay yourself. Figure out a way to pay yourself out of what you've earned. Because the total that you earn does not belong to you 100%. We just got through talking about that. You're usually the last one to get a piece of it. And by the time you can fold up your little piece, it ain't much left. See? But still figure out a way to pay yourself something. Try to figure out a way to put something to the side. If you can demonstrate that kind of discipline. You're going to have some setbacks. But guess what? Some people get frustrated when they save up, they accumulate a nice amount of money, and then they end up having to spend it on something. The blessing is you had it. If something came along, you didn't have to have that. Oh man, y'all getting way off topic. Lester said, I've been paying child support for 19 years and now going back to school. What's a good investment I can make with low income? I'm not qualified to speak on investments and all that. That's just not my field. Just not my field. I don't know if I would even be properly advising you to tell you what I'm about to tell you, but I would just say, until you can figure out an investment that you feel like can work for you, or you talk to somebody who has knowledge in that area, just keep putting something to the side to have something to go in with when that time comes. That would be my advice. See? And it's not just about saving money, y'all. Start storing stuff in your house, man, and things of that nature as well, man. Food and supplies and water and all that type of stuff. Because a day is going to come where actual money is not going to mean anything. There's no value in the money now, but a day is going to come where it's not going to matter how much money you got. The playing field is going to level, and it's going to be about what resources that you have. Do you have a freaking garden in your backyard? Tony says we are paying for our own oppression. I agree. Much love to y'all, man. It's your big brother K-Rino, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in on this late night. I'm back on my late night stuff, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Always keep your notifications on so y'all know when I come drop something. And you know, stay blessed, stay positive, man. Walaikum salam. I see you, Dustin. Peace.